Hello, guys. Really nice to be here. Fantastic to hear all the speakers and all the opinion and all the feelings. So I thought it was 15 past 3 I should talk. So I was prepared for that. But we start here now. And as Joseph said, I never driven on money. I'm going to tell you what, you never driven on money either, but you can think you are. But I'm going to give you a little bit different. So first of all, I just want to see in the chat, can you just be with me and answer one question? How many here want to live rich, free, healthy, and happy in a lovely life? How many? Just put in a 1 if you want to do that. Okay, so you are a couple who want that. If you don't, spend the next 45 minutes on something else, because I'm going to tell you something. If you just understand a fraction of what I'm going to tell you now, it's going to transform your life forever. Forever. You don't hear this so often. I can tell you, I have a special gift in this life. I understand life in a different way from a higher dimension, and I'm going to give it to you now. So what I'm going to give you is, and say, if you, I'll start with what Joseph said. Joseph said that, or in the script for today, he said that I'm going to talk about the strategy and philosophy, but that's not true. This is not a philosophy. This is quantum physics, how the structure is in universe, how you create your reality, the mechanism behind the what you call the real life. So the most people in the world, they are driven from the outside. We are teach that. So when they teach CIA agents, they teach them directly in the beginning that the most people are controlled from the outside. 98-99% of the people is driven from the outside. And that's the reason you have a small life, because you're stuck in something that we call matrix, a 3D matrix. And they know that. So they have put in that in the school system, in the government, and everywhere. So some people in the world thought we took the slavery away in the past, but we didn't. We involved all people in the slavery. So that's the reason you don't have money. That's the reason you don't have health. That's the reason you don't have the relationship you want and everything. Because you are driven from the outside. And if you understand what I'm going to tell you now, you can heal your body without any medicament. You understand what I mean, or anything from the outside, and you can attract money without working hard, and you can have whatever relationship you want, because it has nothing to do with the outside. And how can I say that? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. And write this down. You create 100% of your life, everything you want and everything you don't want. You don't have to learn to be a powerful creator, because you're never going to be more powerful, because you're born powerful. The reason you don't think you are powerful, because they have teach you to use your power to believe in that you're not powerful. So you don't have to learn the law of attraction or all this bullshit or how you attract, or because you do it all the time, 100%. He works in law of attraction. Yeah, everyone does. Everyone does. Whole time. So you don't have to learn that. You don't have to learn to be powerful. You just have to know how you handle the powerful being you are. So if you think you are a human being, you are put in a lower vibration because you are a universal being. You're working in all dimensions, but with your body, you focus on the 3D. 3D world is not so real. What you call reality is not so real. It's not more real than you see on the screen. It's illusion. So a little bit about myself. I'm Peter Edvardsson, as he said. I built business my whole life, over 1,000 employees. Coach, business owner, national team athletes, and you name it, you name it, you name it. And for every Sunday, the last 5 years, 5.5 now, I have an event every Sunday morning, 9:29 we start, and that's called Rich, Free, Healthy, and happy in a loving life. So that's what I teach every Sunday. Actually, I don't teach people anything, because you don't have to be teach, because you know everything. You already have the connection to everything in the universe when you get born, but you forget it because your parents and the environments and the school system tell you to start to believe in them, in their opinion, in the limitation. You start to trust your mind, your mindset. Your mindset is your limitation. That's the reason you think you are a human being, or the most people are human doing, because they try to do things to attract things. So my journey was that, oh, first of all, I'm gonna surprise you a little bit, maybe. You have only one goal in life. And that's the same for everyone. So if you have write something else, forget it. It's illusion. You only have one goal in life. And all decision and all action you take is based on that goal. Even when you make decision and take action from the fear, because the most people act from the fear, because you are taught to be in a lower vibration, stress, fear, and everything like that. So even when you're fear, you take action and decision for one reason. And what is the reason? As we said from the beginning, you want to be happy. Surprise, surprise. You want to be happy, live with inspiration, joy, gratitude, or that kind of words. That's what you want. And what is happy, inspiration, joy, gratitude? Now we come to how the universe is structured. Because if you understand what happy, inspiration, joy, and gratitude is, it's a vibration, nothing else. Your feeling is a vibration. So if you look at love, love is about 500 hertz. And fear, it's about 100 hertz. And the most people live in fear because we are taught that. So when you try to build your business, from fear. You're never going to have success. You can take action, you can go for motivation, and you can work really, really hard, and you get some success. But you always go back to step one. Because you are not that person. And what do I mean with you? You are not that person. You are not that vibration. So you know about it. I talked with David for a couple of days ago. We're talking about when you win a lottery. And people, whoa, my life is so good. I win and oh, I get the millions. And they buy cars, boats, and houses and everything. And after 1, 2, 3 years, they live in a so big mess because they get a lot of energy and they couldn't handle it. It's like that you give a Formula 1 car to a person who never driven a car. So what's happening in the first corner? Smack. So the only thing you want is to have a higher vibration, because I think you know Einstein. Maybe you don't know him, but you know about him, and you know about Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla have created most of the thing we use today. He was a brilliant inventor, and he took all his invention for a higher dimension, 4th, 5th, 6th dimension. And he created in the higher dimension before he took it down to the 3D world. So Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand yourself and the universe, you have to think in energy frequencies and vibrations. If you don't start to do that, you are screwed when it comes to live a rich life. And when I say rich life, I don't just mean money. The most people think of money when you say a rich life. But it's a lot of people with a lot of money who live a, let's say, poor life. And it's a lot of poor people who live a rich life. So don't be confused that money and cars and things are success. Has nothing to do with success. Success is when you live in a higher vibration, you have a good feeling. You feel joy, you feel happiness, you go for inspiration, and things like that. So I just want to tell you about the structure of the universe. We have two truths. The first truth is the experience and the perspective you have on life. The first truth is your experience or your perspective of life, how you react, you understand? But that's an illusion. It's not the real life. It's to take a Google, what we call reality. Yeah, you know, you put this.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, thank you for that word. Thank you. It's easier in Swedish, but it's the same word in English. So, so you know, when you stand there, you have a lot of feelings, but when you take it off, you understand this was not real. And that's exactly the same. So every morning when you wake up, actually, you go into a sleep. You go into this reality. So every night when you go to sleep, you wake up to real you. And also, if you believe in this bullshit that you're born and die, that kind of shit, you're never born, you never die. Nothing get born or die. It's just a transformation in energy all the time. You are a consciousness, and you're always going to be that. Always. So that's the first truth. The other truth, has nothing to the other truth is the structure behind, the mechanism behind. So I should give you one really easy way to understand that. How many here have been in a situation or meet a person that you feel they take your energy? Give me a one if you have that. Give me a one in the chat if you have experienced something that oh, I can't stand that person. He took my energy. Yeah, it's a lot of, yeah. That's your experience, but that's not the real truth. That's the experience in life. That's the not the truth. It's not the mechanism behind. The mechanism behind is when you play this game, life, and you see things or meet people and you judge it. You judge it. What's happening is that you block your cells. You block the flow in your cells, the energy, because no one can take your energy. The energy is all over all the time. So if I look at Ferda and say, Ferda, fuck you, you treat me really bad. That's not the truth. Ferda is Ferda. It's my belief system who judge her. And when I judge her, I block my energy. That's the mechanism behind. And when you understand that, and when you stop judge thing, if you put people on pedestals, or if you put things in pedestals, or if you judge things, you are stuck in your mind. You don't understand the true life. And you're stuck in a lower vibration in the 3D world. Because if you can see the mechanism behind, everything is just one thing. It's no separation in the universe or the all universe. The separation in universe is an illusion. It's something you can't interpret with your 5 senses. So when you start to understand the mechanism behind, you change everything in your life. Everything. And if you wonder why it's so crazy in the world now, you see the old structure are going to fall down, break down. You don't have to do anything to change the world. It's going to collapse about themselves. And why it's so crazy now is because the people who understand that they can control you from the outside, they are scared. Because what we do on this planet now, we raise our vibration and we get a higher consciousness, and then we see through everything. And that's the last thing they want. And that's the reason you have the blockchain and everything, because people have, as the founder of Ford, Henry Ford, said, if people understand the bank system, it's going to collapse tomorrow. But this took 150 years before we understand it. So we are a little bit behind. So as I said, I built a business to hold my life. I have some employees when I was 16, but as many people here, I want to do my way and I want my freedom. So I built my own business. And at the 90s, I went into an MLM company who really, I think, then saved my life because I'm working so hard. So I get sick. So I'm working with a company who have product who really, because I couldn't go out of the bed. So it was a friend I know from the past. He comes with this product and give it to me when I lay in the bed. And my body just opened up and it flows a lot of poison from my body because I've been so much in stress for so many years. So I didn't know this was a network marketing, but I love the product. So I start to tell everyone about the product. And in that time, I ran a fitness center, Sweden's one of the most and biggest fitness center. We was a pioneer in that area. But what's happening, I get paid, I get check. I didn't understand anything. Why did they pay me? Because the girl who told me about this company, she handled everything. She says, if you sign here, you can buy it cheaper. And I said, yeah, I want to buy it cheaper. But actually, I signed a contract. I was a member of the company. So then it came a package, and that was a start package. And I put it on my office. I never look at it. And they start to pay me. And I also, at that time, now you understand where I come from. At that time, it was something called Sony Walkman, a yellow thing that you listen on tape. This was before the car was here in the world. But anyway, I get the tape and I listen to the people and they talk really strange. And I figure out this was English. And you know what? and when I was in school, I don't want to teach English. I didn't see the reason. So what I learned from school was yes or no and dog and cat and pink. I like pink because pink, petite, take a piss in Swedish. So I thought it was a funny word. So that's what I understand about English. But I took a walk every day through the lakes, 1.5 hours that way and 1.5 hours back. And I listened. I didn't understand what they said, but I get the feeling. I hear on the vibration, the energy, that they know something I want to know. So I start to figure out what they're talking about. And they have a really good word. They're talking a lot of this. It was abundance. And I didn't know what abundance was. And back then we didn't have Google or an iPhone or something like that. So I have to go home and look in my book. Abundance. What is it? Abundance. Oh yeah, abundance. I love abundance. So then I start to meet all these people. I start to travel the world, get involved in network marketing. I've been on so many events and education around the world, and I have boxes. I really mean a lot of boxes with tape, CD, DVDs, and VCRs and everything. They are in my basement with all the knowledge from Bob Proctor, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Jack Canfield, Earl Nightingale, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Big Tom Al, and Randy Gage, and many. I met them. I've been with them for weeks. I have if I have $10 when I should go from the event, I always buy something that I can listen to. So I was excited for many years to listen to them and to connect with them and to meet them and have. I remember the most people think, oh, Les Brown was so big to have him here in Sweden, a small Sweden, these big guys. He and his boy was over here, and we have him in Stockholm, Malmö, Gothenburg, and everyone was excited. But one day, when I was in the town Linköping in Sweden, come an old man to me and give me a tape. And he said, listen to this. And I start to listen, and I don't remember the whole name, but the name was Sukka. And he said, you never need motivation. Motivation is garbage. It's bullshit. And you know, I spent so much money and been with all these people, and it was like he slapped me in the face. And I said, what do you say? No, 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 you don't know anything. But what's happening when I go to all these events, I see all the people in network marketing. They was excited. They was on Tony Robbins. They was in, and remember Zig Ziglar. You know, Zig Ziglar is dead now, or he's transformed. There was an event in Paris, and he was crazy, really, really crazy. He blows the roof off. So I see the energy in all the people, and they should go home. Yeah, we should go home and build a business. We should go home and build a business. And then when the Monday come, nothing happening. Nothing happening. It was like take a shower on the weekend, and on Monday you're dirty again. So that's a motivation. And I don't understand that before I start to understand the structure behind the reality. Because motivation, you know what motivation means? Write this down. Motivation means that you try to do something you don't want. And you're never going to do that for a long term. I hope. Maybe someone do. So he has right, Sukka. You never need motivation. So he said, motivation speaker is bullshit. And he punched me in the stomach when he said that in the beginning. So if you shouldn't use motivation, because motivation is that someone give a motive from the outside, or you take a motive from the outside, and it's never going to drive you for a long term, and it's never going to give you success, and you're never going to be happy. So what kind of engine should you use? Yeah, you should use inspiration. Inspiration, it's the meaning behind inspiration means in spirit, in you, in the real you. So if you're driven from the inspiration, you never need motivation. People ask me, you know, how can you go and exercise on the gym? What kind of motivation do you have? And I look at them and say, I never have a motivation. I don't need a motivation to go to the gym. It's inspiration for me. I love it. I really love it. So if you have a relationship sometime and your partner wants sex and you think you need motivation, leave the relationship. Leave the relationship, because I'm a man. If she lie in the bed and I don't get the inspiration, I'm in the wrong relationship. I tell you, surprise, surprise. So when you start to know that inspiration in the real you, when you go from inspiration, you work from your higher self. You have a higher vibration. You don't work from fear anymore. Motivation comes from fear. You try to do something you don't want because I want money, I want a car, I want a new house. You never want a new car, you never want a new house because you want the feeling behind it. If you are a man like me and you look at a woman and you start to figure out, oh, I wonder how tall she is, or how big is the feet, and you start to look at all this stuff. that's not the right woman for you. You don't care about the feet. You don't care about, because you go for the inspiration. She creates a feeling together with you. And when you start to work, I can tell you, when you create your body, surprise, surprise, because you create your own body, the consciousness, the real you, who never get born, never die, just have different body in different reality. So when your consciousness create your body, it creates your mind. And your mind is the veil to put the limit on you, so you don't understand what you are. Because if you understand how powerful you are and what you really are, you couldn't play the game. You understand? You couldn't play the game if you really understand what you are. So you put the limit on it, and someone has a really thick veil. You know, the people are always struggle. And some people like me, I see through the veil. I have that gift. So we're different. When you create the mind, that's the limit, the 5 senses. You also create something you call the heart. And this is the most important thing, because you also create something so called the higher mind, or the inner you, or the real you. So when your consciousness create the body, they create all this. So if you try to just driven your life from your mind, is to try to drive a Formula 1 car without wheels on the left side. You understand? So if you want to live a good life, a healthy life, rich life, and attract everything you want, you have to use the whole you. This gives you a signal to the heart, and the heart connect to the brain and then go back. And that's what we call intuition. And girl has that lots more than us, because we as a man, we're more testosterone driven people. We use mostly the mind, but also the boys have another head, the small head, and the most men use the small head, and that's not good to have a good life. I tell you, it's a lot of struggle. So don't trust that. Don't trust that. So destruction is this 3D world, then you have 4D, 5D, and all this thing, everything is here. You know, time is illusion. Time is illusion in the 3D world. It's not for real. Everything is here on the same time. Everything is here on the same time. If you think you have a past life, you don't have a past life. Because what you call a past life is now. It's just in another frequency. I can't give you all the answer today. Sorry, but I can't give you the whole picture today. But what you call a past life is not a past life. And actually, it's not yours, because it's the higher self, the higher mind can have one body here also in another dimension, in another time, 1859 or something like that. That's the structure behind. So when you start to understand everything this, you get relaxed. You want to have fun. You understand you never have to be fear for something, because everything is here for you. And the reason you don't have it is because you don't have taken the remote control and put in that frequency. If you sit in front of the TV and say, I never see anything and nothing comes to me. Hello, the frequencies. Put in the frequencies you want to see. Oh, it's just bad stuff. It's news, bad stuff. The world is, but change the frequencies because you have another world in the TV. You just change frequencies and you see the nature, the animals and everything. It's a different world. So you never change the world. You change yourself and go to the world who's already there. That's the reason a sick person, what you call a person who have two different, vad fan heter det på svenska? Sorry, I take it in Sweden. Schizophrenia. You have two different persons. That's the reason when that person is in one personality, he can have a deadly sickness, but in the next second, he shifts to another. He has no sickness anymore. And they can have green eyes in that personally when they are that person, and then they go to another, and then they have blue. So this is a little bit about the structure behind. I can't give you all in a couple of minutes. And I also say I never leave on time, so you have to tell me, stop now. Your time is over. So, but anyway.
12 minutes.
Okay, go for that. So everything is frequencies. If you try to call Joseph and you put in my number, you know that you don't going to talk to Joseph because a number is frequencies. You can understand that. That's the same with the TV. Everything is, if you turn off the TV, it's still there. So everything is there for you, but you have to tune into that frequencies. So if you are sick, the reason you are sick is because you have something in your mind who create a feeling, who create the vibration, who create the sickness in the body. Because all your body's frequencies, and if you look at the cellular levels, all the cells knows everything. They know how they can heal themselves. Because if you cut you in the finger, you know you heal yourself. So the power create the body is always the power who heal the body. You don't need to put in something in your mouth or go to the big pharma. That's illusion. That's a business. They want you to as customers. And that's also the reason you don't have the money you want, because they don't want you to give you the money. So they teach you, oh, money is not good. Money never makes you happy. No, money never makes you happy. It's just energy, as Feder said. It's just energy. If you are a miserable person and get more money, you're going to create more miserable in your life. And if you're a happy person and get money, you get more happy because you can do a lot of happy things. But it doesn't change you. It never changes you. So understand, you never get what you want. You never get what you want. You always get what you are. So if you don't change what you are, you can have a temporary success because your motivation and you work really, really hard. So you get a lot of money, but as soon as you sit down, your vibration takes over and you lose everything. So why I am in MLM? I say no to most business because the most I call it relationships marketing. Relationships marketing. That's what it is for me, because that's what Fred are talking about. We're here together. We don't work for someone else. We just want to have fun. We help each other. It's a relationships marketing. So if you are in a relationship marketing and think, what's in it for me? You never success. Relationship for me is not about what I get. It's about what I become. It's a tool to express myself, to give and see other people grow and become something more. And that's my mission in this life as Peter Edvardsson, my avatar is Peter Edvardsson. So if you try to get success from relationship marketing, then you're never going to success if you work in that way. And that's the reason many people struggle, because they have a program as an employee or self-employee. And that doesn't work in relationship marketing. So a quick one. Employee, self-employee, vad heter bidrag, Josef? Bidrag?
Business owner.
Social security.
Yeah. Social. We say social. They know what they want. You get money from the government or something like that, and then you have a business owner, and then you have investor, and then you have super investor. On this side, about 97 now. 97 of the people in the world are on this side, and they share about 3% of the money. On this side, 3% of the people are here, and they share of 97% of the money. And how can it be like this? Because it's the vibration. It's about what you are. If you're on this side, you are programmed with a limit. You know, have you heard you should go to school, get a good grade, get a good job? Someone, have you heard that? And then you get happy. What a bullshit. Because you're a slave to that kind of person. So the people who are all the education and all the knowledge, and maybe they are really good in economy, they're not rich. You know why? Because on this side, you're fear-driven. Fear-driven. And on this side, you're looking for inspiration and freedom. So they want to create something. So they go for freedom, then they go for inspiration, and they talk to the educated people and say, you can work for me. I employ you, and I'll sell you for a lot of money, and I give you a smaller piece of it. Good deal? So you build their dreams. And the most people have really big problem to get success in network marketing, because they come in from this side, and this kind of skills doesn't work in network marketing. Sorry to say that. And to be on this side, this really, really hard. It's not so much what you do, it's a shift in perspective. So to succeed with your business, don't be confused between the purpose in the business and the function in the business. Or if you call it the goal in business. The goal is with the business and never to make money. Never. If you think the goal with your business is to make money, you are confused. The goal with your business is always satisfy customer or glowing fan. And if you create that, the function of your business is that you get a lot of money. That's the big problem for the people on this side. Because as an employee and think you work for the money. You with me? Shall I quit? You happy? Did you learn anything?
Amazing, 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 amazing.
Oh, the difference between motivation and inspiration. Oh my God, I will never ever forget it. Wow.
I will never forget you that the English you knew was yes, no, cat, dog, and pink.
Yes. And that's also because in school, they told me that I have to be motivated to learn English. And I don't see the motivation in it. But when I understand, if I want to live, I live in Cyprus for 10 years. If I want to live there, Swedish is not so good. You think you have another language. So, and also when I listen to all this tape and I meet Bob Proctor and, you know, all these motivation people, I want to understand them. So there, you don't have to teach people anything. You just have to look at what is the inspiration for you. And when they find the inspiration, you never have to motivate the people. You never have to motivate the children. When they find something, that inspiration, if they go for that vase with a big flower, they go for it. And you as a parent, no, not that way. And you take the child and say, go there. And they start to run again. Because they are inspired. So, thank you for your time and thank you for you letting me to be here today. I have fun. I have really fun. Nice to meet you all.
Guys, unmute, everybody unmute and stand up and give him a big round of applause. My God, that was amazing. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Joseph,
Wow.
yeah. Bree has raised her hand. It might be she
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
question for Peter.
Yes. Hi, Bree. I see you now. We spoke in the
Hello,
week.
Peter. Good to see
Yeah.
you. You know,
Yeah,
I
nice
think,
to see you. I don't
I
see
think-
you. I see your avatar.
well, you wouldn't want to see me right now. I think one of the things, as you were speaking about motivation and inspiration, I understood it that children can be motivated. However, that's children. Adults cannot be motivated. They have to be inspired, else they don't perform. Am I understanding that correctly?
No.
In your opinion?
No, when you're born here, you are a multi-dimensional. You have different levels in the universe or all the, it calls, we have, what we call the reality is 3D. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When you get born, when you create a body, an avatar in this, you are already in all the dimension, but you dream that you're only in this reality. So when you are born like a baby, you haven't forget that. So they go for, they say, I can do that, no problem. They are not fair. They just go out for the cliff and they fall down and they start to learn. So when you are a child, you haven't start to believe in separation. So you have the connection to the universe, to all the knowledge and everything like that. So, but then they come to this environment and we say, I know best because I've been here for a long time. And you know, life is not easy. My father told me life is not easy. And my grandfather told my parents life is not easy. So what we start to do is we teach the people, the children, to stop trusting the heart, stop trusting the connection with a higher mind, and start to trust what we put in your mindset. And that's the reason they create TV. TV stands for tell a vision, tell a lie, so we can control. And now you have the phone. So the people look at the phone all the time, and all these tools is, you think if you look at TV, you think you look at the program, but you not look at the program. It's a programmation. They try you to think that this is the reality. So the children always go for the inspiration. But we teach them that you can't trust the inspiration. You can't trust your heart. You have to trust me as a parent. So we put in a limitation in the brain. And the whole school system, it's a programming. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you all the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much.
So I don't have to teach anything. I just have to tell you that you let it go, all the garbage, because in the deep, I have one man in the morning, because we have 2.5 hours in the morning. We my Swedish group, we always have personal development on Sunday morning. And he talked to me when he drive the motorcycle, and was a Blow Lake behind. And he said that now I start to understand. You just remember me, what I already know deep, deep inside. So,
I like it. Get it.
yeah,
Totally.
right. More questions? Otherwise, I don't know what's happening from here.
Is there any more questions for Peter? Otherwise, we let him go and keep on, being happy this Sunday. So Ferda,
I
go
have
ahead.
one question. Can we
Yes.
get more trainings from you?
We can look at that. And we
That's
know.
amazing, because I
Yeah.
love every word you said.
Okay. Thank you, fella.
Really good,
Thank
Peter.
you.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you.